If you shop at Costco, your future trips to the warehouse might feel a little different.
Everyone thinks Costco has the best TV deals until they discover what actually happens to the premium models before they hit the warehouse floor. The truth behind those bulk discounts is darker than you think. You walk into Costco, spot a shiny TV with a bright yellow tag screaming 2025 model, and think you've struck gold. Well, hold your horses there, friend. That gleaming box might be hiding a dirty little secret that could cost you hundreds. Here's the kicker. Many TVs sitting on those warehouse floors are actually old models dressed up in new packaging. The sales tag might boldly declare 2025, but the guts inside could be from 2022 or even earlier. Makes sense that they'd want to move old inventory, right? But this isn't just about getting last year's leftovers. We're talking about real money here. Outdated tech means you're getting weaker screens, slower processors that lag when you're switching between apps, and picture quality that'll make you wonder why your neighbor's TV looks so much better. The worst part? You paid full price thinking you were getting cutting-edge technology. And the weird part is how easy it is to fall for this trap. Those display tags are designed to catch your eye, not tell you the whole truth. The box looks fresh, the plastic wrap is pristine, and everything screams brand new. But dig a little deeper, and you might find hardware that's been collecting dust in warehouses for years. Your best defense? Always confirm the TV's exact model number and release year before you hand over your credit card. Don't trust what's written on the box display or what the sales associate tells you. Pull out your phone right there in the aisle and Google that model number. Check the manufacturer's website. Verify when it actually hit the market. But here's where things get even trickier. Even if you've got the right model year sorted out, there's another costly surprise waiting that most shoppers completely overlook. Here's the thing about Costco that nobody mentions up front. You can't just walk in and buy a TV. Well, you can walk in, but good luck getting past the membership checker at the front door. That's right, every single TV purchase requires a paid membership, and we're talking at least $60 a year just for the privilege of shopping there. Makes sense from their business model, but it's an extra cost that can quietly eat into those advertised savings. Found a TV for $200 less than Best Buy? Well, subtract that membership fee first, especially if you're not planning to shop there regularly. Then there's the ongoing relationship aspect. Your warranty coverage, return privileges, and access to their concierge service, all tied to keeping that membership active. Let it expire, and suddenly that extended support vanishes. Customer service becomes a lot less helpful when you're no longer paying the annual dues. The weird part is how this affects comparison shopping. You'll see people calculating TV prices against other stores, forgetting to factor in that mandatory $60 entry fee. For occasional shoppers buying one TV every few years, that membership cost can flip a good deal into an average one pretty quickly. But here's where it gets trickier. Costco knows they've got you locked in once you're a member, so they can be selective about which models they stock and how they price them. Limited selection means fewer options to compare, and you're already committed to shopping there because of that membership investment. Returns and exchanges? Only available to active members. Need help with setup or troubleshooting? Member-only service. Your membership lapses right when you need support most, and suddenly you're back to manufacturer warranties and third-party repair shops. Speaking of warranties, Costco does offer some pretty impressive coverage options, but there are limits and fine print that might surprise you. Most people think warranties are boring until their $1,000 TV turns into an expensive Black Mirror. Well, Costco actually delivers something decent here, but there's still fine print that might bite you later. Every TV you buy at Costco automatically comes with a 2-year warranty instead of the usual 1 year from most retailers. That's double the protection without paying extra. Pretty solid deal, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Costco also throws in their concierge service for free. This means you get dedicated phone support, setup help, and troubleshooting that doesn't involve sitting on hold for 3 hours listening to elevator music. Then there's the optional protection plan that extends everything to 5 years total. For bigger TVs, this can actually save you serious money if something goes wrong. The weird part is how many people skip this and then panic when their screen develops mysterious lines 2 years later. Always keep your receipt and write down that serial number somewhere safe. Costco's pretty good about honoring warranties, but they still need proof you bought it from them. Makes sense, right? But let's not forget the gotchas hiding in the warranty language. Screen burn-in from gaming or leaving news channels on all day. Sometimes covered, sometimes not, depending on how bad it looks and which brand you bought. Physical damage from your kid's baseball or your dog's tail? That's usually on you unless you bought extra accident protection. Dead pixels are another gray area. Most manufacturers won't replace a screen unless you have several dead pixels clustered together. One lonely dead pixel probably won't qualify for a warranty replacement, even though it'll drive you crazy every time you notice it. The warranty protection sounds amazing on paper, but knowing exactly what situations leave you hanging makes the difference between smooth repairs and expensive surprises. Speaking of surprises, what you see on that showroom floor isn't what you'll get at home. Walking into Costco's TV section feels like stepping into a science fiction movie. Every screen blazes with incredible brightness. Colors pop like cartoon characters, and everything looks absolutely perfect. Well, here's the thing nobody mentions. Those TVs are running in demo mode, cranked up to maximum brightness levels you'll never see at home. Your living room isn't a warehouse with fluorescent lights blazing overhead. When you get that gorgeous TV home, it's going to look significantly dimmer than what dazzled you at the store. Makes sense, right? But the real trap goes deeper than just brightness settings. OLED TVs are the darlings of the display world, and they look absolutely stunning in Costco's controlled lighting. Deep blacks, incredible contrast, picture quality that makes your jaw drop. But bring that same OLED into a room with large windows or afternoon sunlight streaming through, and suddenly you're squinting at a dim, washed-out mess. These panels simply can't compete with bright ambient light. Then there's the opposite problem. You buy a super bright QLED or mini LED TV because you love how it cuts through the store's lighting. Great choice for bright rooms, but stick that beast in a dark bedroom or basement and you'll feel like you're staring directly into a flashlight. Your eyes will water. You'll get headaches, and movie nights become endurance tests. The weird part is how this brightness mismatch ruins the entire viewing experience. Colors look wrong, details disappear, and you end up constantly adjusting settings trying to recreate that magical Costco moment. Some people return perfectly good TVs thinking they're defective, when really it's just the wrong technology for their space. Testing TVs in warehouse lighting creates unrealistic expectations. But there's another issue with Costco TVs that most shoppers discover too late, and it involves something far more invasive than brightness problems. Smart TVs are basically computers with screens attached. And like most computers these days, they love collecting your personal information. The moment you connect that shiny new Costco TV to your Wi-Fi, it starts watching you watch TV. Creepy? A little bit. Most people think they're just buying a television. Wrong. You're actually inviting a data-hungry spy into your living room that tracks everything you do. What shows you binge at 2 a.m., which streaming apps you use most, even how loud you keep the volume. All this information gets packaged up and sold to advertisers who then bombard you with targeted ads. But here's where it gets annoying. Those ads don't just appear online anymore. They show up right on your TV's home screen. Some models even insert commercials into your regular viewing experience. You paid good money for this thing, and it's still showing you ads like some free streaming service. The real kicker? Most privacy settings are buried deep in confusing menus that would challenge a computer science graduate. Manufacturers make it deliberately difficult to turn off tracking because your data is worth serious cash to them. Samsung, LG, Sony, they all do this dance. Then there's the fact that privacy policies change faster than Netflix cancels shows. What you agreed to when you bought the TV might be completely different 6 months later. Companies just update their terms and assume you're fine with it. Well, here's a fun fact. You can actually disconnect your smart TV from the internet entirely and use a separate streaming device instead. Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, all better options for privacy control. But even when you think you've outsmarted the system, there are other technical gotchas waiting to trip you up during your Costco TV purchase. You know what drives me crazy? Walking into Costco and seeing those bright yellow tags screaming about 4K HDR and smart features, like they're handing out free money. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Half those spec sheets are basically creative writing exercises. Take HDMI ports, for instance. Your shiny new TV might have 4 HDMI slots, but only one actually supports HDMI 2.1. The rest are stuck in the Stone Age. Got a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? Well, you better hope you don't want to plug in anything else that needs full bandwidth, because you're getting exactly one shot at proper 4K gaming at 120 frames per second. Then there's the refresh rate game. Manufacturers love slapping 120 Hz on everything like it's some kind of magic spell. But dig deeper, and you'll find most of these TVs are actually 60 Hz panels using motion interpolation tricks. It's like putting racing stripes on a minivan and calling it a sports car. The factory shelf tags make things worse. They'll highlight the flashy stuff. Dolby Vision, voice control, quantum dots. But conveniently, forget to mention that the local dimming has only 12 zones instead of hundreds. Makes sense, right? Why would they advertise their weaknesses? And the weird part is, Costco employees often don't know the real specs either. They're reading the same misleading tags you are. Want the truth? Pull out your phone right there in the aisle and check the manufacturer's website. Compare model numbers, character by character. The devil lives in those details, and missing just one feature can mean the difference between loving your purchase and regretting it for years. But even when you nail down the perfect specs, there's still the question of what happens when things go wrong. That generous 90-day return window at Costco sounds fantastic until reality hits. What happens when your shiny new TV develops issues on day 91? Well, you're stuck with warranty repairs only. No more easy exchanges at customer service. The repair process gets messy fast. Your 75-inch monster TV can't exactly fit in a shopping bag for quick fixes. Most repairs require either shipping your massive screen somewhere or waiting weeks for a technician to visit your home. Meanwhile, you're watching Netflix on your laptop like some college student. Physical damage tells a different story entirely. Drop that remote a little too hard and crack the screen? Spill coffee during a thrilling movie scene? Unless you bought extra protection plans, you're looking at replacement costs that'll make your wallet weep. The basic warranty covers manufacturing defects, not your butterfingers. Then there's the 5-year cliff that nobody mentions. After 5 years, even premium repair services start shrugging their shoulders. Parts become scarce. Labor costs skyrocket. Your TV model gets discontinued, making repairs nearly impossible or ridiculously expensive. That 75-inch beauty becomes a very expensive paperweight. Local repair options matter more than most people realize. Sure, Costco offers support through their network, but what if the nearest authorized repair center sits 3 hours away? Shipping costs alone can hit hundreds of dollars for large TVs. Some repair companies won't even touch certain brands or sizes. The math gets brutal quickly. A major repair on a 4-year-old TV might cost 60% of a new model's price. Makes you wonder if fixing beats replacing. Research local repair shops before buying any TV. Check their experience with your chosen brand. Ask about typical turnaround times and transportation logistics. Smart shoppers always have backup plans, because when your TV dies during the season finale, you'll want solutions faster than Costco's repair timeline allows.